I started my career as a chef, and I was really, really passionate following some of the really genius chefs that were building 3 Michelin star restaurants and doing some really cool shit. However, by the time I got there, I realized that all of these guys, or at least the large majority of them, have become depressed, alcoholics, drug addicts, and even suicidal. But they were surrounded by young, passionate people that were full of ideas and didn't have the means to create. It was really, really sad to see these, when you could see that those at the top that were super stressed and needed to reinvent themselves for the next season were surrounded by those that had the ideas, but not the resources that they needed. Anyone who's ever built an idea knows that it takes a village. However, the support systems that we have right now to help us transform our dreams into reality often fall short. With Web2 methods, building a successful startup is the exception. 75% of hackathon winners abandon their projects. 9 out of 10 accelerated startups still fail. This can make grand progress in ecosystems where we're trying to build something like Arbitrum risky and wasteful. Can we do better? We started looking around across all sorts of different methodologies to build sustainable companies and found something really, really encouraging in a nascent trend that is starting to replace sometimes accelerators and incubator programs, which are venture builders. Because especially at the early stages, it's not only about capital, but it's about getting all the support you need to teach you all the things that you don't know that you didn't even know. And these can really accelerate outcomes, get you faster to success, and provide better return to investment. Now, venture studios still have some important weaknesses, but with some of the things that we can do now in Web3 around aligning incentives, around collaboration, we can take this model even further and generate network effects for the ecosystems that we're building through collaboration between the ventures. We're talking about cross-selling, co-marketing, integrations, modularity and composability, and all of these beautiful values that we talk about, but that in practice are really hard to execute on unless we have the aligned incentive structures and frameworks to actually develop them. So with that, we have started to build a program to support entrepreneurs to achieve their dreams, starting with a fellowship where they first research a problem very deeply. So it's not about building a thing and then realizing that actually no one cares. Let's start by making sure that someone cares. Let's speak with users. Let's validate the market opportunity. Let's de-risk capital allocation. And then we can move to the venture program that we're also doing, where you get funding and a lot of support to then become part of finally of a supported community of ventures after you have market tested the product that you're building. We're doing this in partnership with Arbitrum now, and particularly focused on collaboration technology. Our hope is that as we advance and develop these models, we can have specialized pathways for builders to go from idea to a successful venture that are very, very focused on each vertical, on the specific needs that each type of startup, that each industry needs, and we can finally cross the chasm of Web3 adoption from only talking to airdrop hunters to actually building products that generate mass adoption. And yeah, if you guys are interested, feel free to reach out. You can also find more information here. As we're saying, we're running a pilot with this already with Arbitrum. We're looking for ventures. We're looking for builders to support and help you advance in your mission. And I'm going to pass it then in a second to Rich, who's going to tell you the story. He's been part of our first cohort of fellows. And thank you very much.